Hello.
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the epilogue of the Island of Fal. Today's episode title is "That We Were the Best," or "That We Could Be Friends Forever." So that is that. I am Don, Boosted Gorilla, and Grimdar Ironbeard. Gotta get the old hat. Love you guys.
So, like, was she talking about, like, one person? Or
She didn't really, detail the number of suppliers.
All right.
What happened to the rest? This is the rest for this campaign. Beanie Jam.
To the rest. I'm Paul, and I play Bran Eel Rorona.
For the last time. And I am John, the Dungeon Master for the Island of Cam.
What?
We're just still...
Did you say
Came. The Island of Cam. What an epilogue, friends.
I mean, the well was really,
we could be friends forever. The Island of Fal. That's the campaign that we're doing. I think Astrid wants your hat, Don.
No.
The hat
Maybe
stays.
we'll give it away as one of the monthly things. Maybe. Not this month, because we're already part of the way in.
Give it away to me?
We could, though, because we haven't had a Friday yet. So really, I could. I'll consider it.
We could do that.
I'll strongly consider giving
the
away the
hat.
hat.
I'm
me.
going to enter, and I hope I win on stream.
Well, it's based on who gives the most money, so...
gonna-
Unless you really want
Your bones.
You really want the hat.
I'll beat you all.
I might. I'm not sure. The hat does mean a lot
I'll
to me,
wear
so I'm
it
not
to
certain.
work.
I mean, I'm not giving away like this.
Yeah.
Maybe I will give away the hat. There's
You
a
can't give away your nightcap.
consideration.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Your
We'll see.
nightcap.
Yeah, I can't give away my nightcap. How else could I sleep? I need that.
He doesn't wash it.
It's never been washed. Oh,
I shower before every episode.
I would hope. A very dirty campaign. Oh, yeah. So anyway, last time we won, I guess we could say. We battled Laugh and the horrible Shadow Dragon horde that he breached from the Shadowfell out into the material plane in an effort to consume it, and then eventually cover the world in shadow, and then destroy the Astral Plane itself. We lost many of our friends along the way. Towards the end, I believe the only real people who were alive were technically Suta and Mogul, who were drowning in the water. They were not yet dead. I had not failed on 3 death saves for them.
Good.
It was what? Mogul was at 1 success, 1 fail, and Suta was at 2 fails. So probably would have died, but we got there just in the nick of time. Paul was very close. Was finally...
So close.
Yep. After successfully praying to many of the world's deities, asking for boons in his final moments, Don heroically fought Laugh with his good friends. Grimdar did, yes, in a very heroic and dramatic fashion, block one of the claws of Laugh from consuming him. Then the second claw did actually just
No, the
Oh
first
no, that
I
was the
squished.
break
Yeah,
one. That was the ye old squishing.
Was turned into
You got pushed and smushed.
orange juice. Yeah.
Grimdar juice. That's a terrible brand name. Grim Juice. That's better.
Is it? I don't
Yeah,
know
it's,
that it
it's
is.
an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, just, can I get another Grim Juice?
Give me another one of them grim juices.
No.
No, he didn't use the crown on Tarhun or Lolth's Shadow Dragon forms. He was continuously using it on Laugh to potentially serve as a distraction. It's effectively a continuous charm effect that the dragons had to resist because he was willing to yell friend at it at the cost of drawing its ire towards him. And that was why he died twice. Heroically. 4 deaths.
I saved it. That's all I'm saying. I stopped. Did we or did we not?
You did
Win.
do the thing. Paul successfully raced there, 0 deaths in campaign. But in the end, it was the good old flesh dolphin form of Radgar.
That son of a bitch.
Yep, he catapulted himself. I continuously channeled the effect of, no, sleep has not been my friend, I continuously channeled the effect of Catapult, which is not traditionally a channeling spell, but Radgar's Radgar, and he does Radgar things. So I made it where his wild magic effect for his personal generational kind of magic that he has gives him the capacity to channel things that are not channeling spells at the cost of him dramatically aging himself. That was why when Radgar reached the well, the water right in front of Laugh, he was the oldest he has ever been and didn't remember what the fuck he was doing. Yeah. That was why the persuasion check needed to be made by Bran, who did successfully roll and exceed the difficulty check limit. Thank God.
What was the check by, though? Just as
Don't say the number. I think.
All right, well, tell us. I mean, do you want to tell us at the end, or do you want?
I mean, it's up to you two. Do you
Tell
want
me
to know?
immediately.
Yeah.
You want to know what it was?
I know what I rolled.
Because you rolled a 19.
With bonus was 20.
Yeah, yes. The difficulty check with Grimdar not being alive, because Grimdar was the one who was continuously Radgar's friend. I had told you guys already at the diner last week.
Yep.
That had Grimdar been alive and within range of Radgar, that would have been the visual stimulus for Radgar just making the correct wish to save you guys. The death of Grimdar, which I plotted upon because Don I knew would die to save his friends. So, you know, A to B to me being a dick was...
Especially since I'm his grandson's best, you know.
Yep. The difficulty check was only set at a 15. You having a
7 to 15?
No, was set at a 15.
Okay, I thought it was a 15.
So you having
Yeah, you're
a
dick.
+1. Yes, I knew. You had a 70% fail rate.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
He's literally a monster
Hey, you chose to keep dying.
to save the world.
Yeah, I mean,
know.
if Radgar had bought me one turn, I would have gotten the wish. But no, he channeled like a selfish flesh dolphin.
Yep. Yeah. No, he fell into the water and returned to his true dolphiny penis form.
Fucker. I'm gonna kill him. I promised.
A to B to Dick.
That's how the alphabet works in my DM manual.
Gotta skip C.
Yep. Yeah. Never go in the sea again.
We can't. We literally
It's not
can't.
been good to us lately.
Why do you think that's why Setnor can't go anywhere?
Yeah.
Trapped!
You're on land forever.
Landlocked.
Yes. So after Radgar's wish to have his friends live, we found ourselves in the astral plane as it descended, covering over the material plane, the illumination destroying Laugh's shadow. Ha! Ha! It was just a shadow. Destroying Laugh in his entirety.
Why are you shaking your head like that? He's dead.
We're actually gonna have to do combat today. He's fucking tricked us.
Roll initiative.
I didn't prepare everything. I didn't even have new disciplines because I was like, yeah, we're just gonna fuck around.
I didn't level
What do you mean?
How good would that have been?
Oh, I leveled up.
You fought his
Oh,
shadow.
my stats are here. I pumped into wisdom. I'm ready.
No, you did defeat Laugh. Laugh was destroyed by the immense light of the astral plane.
No, make eye contact when you say it.
Yeah, you killed Laugh. Laugh dead. Shadow. Laugh is dead. The astral plane has encased around the material world the citizens of the material plane who were lawful or good citizens have been assumed into the astral plane with you all because you guys
What's your alignment?
now that we're not actually here.
It's chaotic good.
There you go. What a good Grimdar.
My actions would dictate that it's different.
Yes, no, you have been assumed into the astral plane as well. I just mean for the other citizens of the world, the ones who were not a part of the story, but in terms of me not just mass murdering everyone with Radgar's
Really?
wish accidentally.
Really? The old
All
senile
the-
old man isn't
all-
genocidal.
Nah. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, so you guys are all here with the astral plane, Grimdar, with your beautiful halo and little wings. Also, 100% you are nude. You are now an angel.
Good.
Your little Grimdar butt. You're hugging Bran
I
as
didn't
well.
know he was there.
Come here, buddy.
Feels right.
Okay, you need to put on some clothes. I'm gonna push him away.
All the clouds feel like your bed back at home.
I'm gonna channel with my Grimdar brain and attempt to make angelic clothing.
Angelic clothing?
Yeah.
What would you like your angelic clothing to look like?
It's my clothing, but they're like very clean.
Okay, so
very clean.
you've laundered your clothing,
Yeah.
and you now look fancifully Grimdar.
Like they're almost like the colors like washed out a little bit. So it's kind of like ghostly.
Yes, you look a little faded. You see a faded Grimdar just kind of pull back from you and just twiddle his fingers, and then these beautiful, angelic, washed-out Grimdar clothes appear over his saggy, wrinkly nude body.
That old. Is that better?
I guess. Are they even there? And I'm going to swipe at
Yeah,
him.
no, as you swipe at him, you make contact with his clothes, you make contact with him. Everything's there and in spades.
Okay, good.
Yep. Yeah, you, as I had said previously, you saw all of your friends that you had made across the efforts of the campaign in the Astral Plane walking towards you, and I did say that the draconic, enormous forms of Fal and Viv Fal as a prismatic dragon, essentially a rainbow, holographic, kind of illuminating all senses of color, and Viv, who looks kind of almost transparent, because she is void, she is... Don't make that connection. There totally wasn't a god of something. That was here.
What do you mean?
That's fine.
What are you saying?
Null
Out
and
loud.
void. Null and void. There wasn't a god of null. She's not that. It's fine. They're walking over with...
I'm so confused. John, I can't even... that's just...
Where are my
that's
notes? I'll
that's
be
just-
right back.
That's just math. I can't even... It's 4 pages of it.
Yeah,
What do you mean where your... You didn't even bring your notes?
I didn't bring my notes. Just use your memory, Grimdar.
No.
I want those notes.
No, you can't. I mean, his notes aren't even that good. He just... Fog. I'll never forget
Just
that.
fog and shit.
Just fog.
No, but I'm just kidding. The god Null was the god of death. That's not.
Yeah, I
Viv.
thought so. I was really
No,
confused.
I was joking. That was why I was saying, because null and void is the phrase. So when I call her a draconic void, I didn't want people to think, oh, she's null. She was the god of death. No, she was not. That was Teledice. She's a bitch. That was actually why in Thelahill that you found the temple at the lower level to the god of death. That was why you fought Teledice outside of that temple. Yeah, that was like right there.
Were we supposed to fight her in the temple?
Not in the temple, no. But you were supposed to eventually and
Find that and...
yeah, you found it. That was what led, though, because she had been attempting to get to the throne room.
Oh, but she was like practically there.
Correct. And that was
Okay.
where you guys ended up finding her in front of and fighting her in Thelahill.
Okay.
I assume this is
But yeah, no, there were acolytes in there.
this is the ship from the beginning. Would be my assumption based on my drawing.
Probably. I really
look who's
hope
changed.
so.
I see the chains.
I guess that's me. I assume that's Bran Hayden.
Yeah,
That's
and
that's
Stowaway,
Olive
that's
chained.
Olive
Right
chained
there we
up
go.
to the boat.
We figured it
Yep.
out. Okay.
But yeah, no, that
We're
was
good.
the temple. There was literally acolytes in the city that you guys could have investigated as a plot line and found out more about Teledice. But yeah, no, Viv and Fall are walking over, and just big old fucking dragons and all the other, like, adorable heroes that we've loved so very much have been returned to their traditional state, so Tarhun is once more a dragonborn. He is not a shadow dragon here in the Astral Plane.
Okay.
But everybody is walking over to you. The ones who had died, like Tarhun, do also have halos and adorable little wings behind them, because they're dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tarhan, you look like me,
I'm not a dwarf, Grimdar.
but you can float. Like me.
You can float?
Yeah, and I levitate off.
Okay, so yeah,
wings.
Tarhan just kind of levitates up as well. I've always wanted to be a dragon.
Well, now you can be. It's fun.
Then he kills himself. No, he breathes his crackling, regular old, freezing lightning breath, and it just disperses out, kind of like in a dissolutionary fade. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's my line.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I like it up here, Mr. Grimdar.
Me too.
It's a very pretty world.
It's very bright.
It is. I think we should get some kind of bird eyes to cover our regular eyes.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, do you mean I'm going to attempt to fashion sunglasses?
Yes, you make sunglasses.
I
You don't
make-
even need to roll. This is heaven.
I'm going to put them on and
Yeah,
then lean
just
back
bread.
while floating. flat.
Just completely horizontal.
Yeah, just
like a French girl.
No, on my back.
All right. Bird eyes.
I'm sorry, I can't make any more.
That's all right, Bran. And he just turns and he just kind of like waves his claw-like fingers and he just creates these big, awkward goggles and he just places them on his face. This is better, Grimdar.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go find mine in these clouds.
Good hunting,
Thanks.
Mr. Grimdar.
Where's he going?
He's getting Finwind's goggles.
Hey, those are mine.
Yeah, right.
No. Bran has them.
They
Get
were
out of-
stolen by
where'd
your eyes. They were stolen by Bran.
They weren't stolen.
They were taken
They were
from
not
Finwind's
stolen.
body by Bran.
These are very hard to see. Okay.
You look great, Grimdar.
Thank you. I can see now.
Yes,
Can you really?
Yeah. The sun isn't so bright anymore.
I know. Can we even see the sun?
No. It just looks white. Just everywhere.
I'm gonna look around.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you see literally all of your friends all like hugging and, you know, congratulating each other and just kind of looking around. Everybody is experimenting with their newfound magics. You see Viv still in her draconic form and her somewhat transparent looking draconic scale shape, just kind of extend a claw out, and from her claw you see standing in her palm is Octavian. And he's just like whipping up noodles in a big fucking pot.
Floating over.
Hey,
Hey, Octavian.
hey, it's a boy. What are you?
You got some noodles?
Yes, of course. Hold on, just give me Viv. Hold on, the recipe? No recipe. He doesn't need the recipe. No, I don't need the recipe. You're right, I don't need the recipe. And he just throws like a fucking spaghetti monster-sized porridge bowl of noodles at you.
What the hell?
And it's just like
I'll try and
adorably
catch
float-
it.
Oh, it just floats
Okay,
in
so
front
I'll
of
just-
you.
I'll eat it.
It's much better now.
Much better.
Yes. Those are astral noodles.
Oh, so it's not your cooking didn't get better?
No, not the cooking, just the noodles. I just, you know, think and grab noodles. I don't cook anymore.
What? I thought you got better at something.
No, I got better at thinking.
That's good.
I can think of better noodles. Viv is great teacher.
Viv?
Grimdar! And you see the dragon just like throw up her claws.
Oh, where's Octavian?
There you go.
Octavian goes, "Ah, you bitch!" And like he's just still like spooning fucking noodles in the
doesn't
air
even
as he
do
just
it.
and he just lands adorably in like a mess of cloud, and there's like a poof that shoots up, and he just you love you. And Viv just kind of like
I'll hug her. Her big dragon form.
and she just kind of like laughs as Octavian falls and sees you walk over towards her and grip her large dragony legs, and you can see that as Grimdar is just like hugging tightly around Viv's leg, she just kind of reaches over her back with her other claw and pulls out this enormous like 80-foot tall broom and just get the fuck off, Grimdar! And begins brooming you off of her leg. You see just like wisps of cloud in the astral plane just spoofing and flying all around Grimdar.
Wouldn't be the same if you didn't hit me with your broom.
Yes, that's why I poisoned you.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
I didn't poison you. You poisoned Viv.
I don't remember that.
You have bad memory, Grimdar.
Okay.
What?
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Grimdar. I'm dragon.
Oh, I get it. He poisoned you
Yes.
with the stupid.
Yes. Very hard to think like Viv after so much time with Grimdar.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Why did we let you up here?
I don't know.
My God. She just tries to like broom you down like through the clouds. Just fucking. Oh, you so bad.
You're getting kicked out. See you later.
I don't think it's gonna work, Brad.
And you just see like a hand kind of outstretched from Fall and like place itself on Viv's shoulder, and she just, what? Fucking dwarf has to stay? Of all the people in Plane, a dwarf.
The glass look up to my eyes now. It's okay.
She just kind of like reaches down her claws and just plucks you up and just places you. Fine.
Thank you.
Oh no.
It's okay. I mean, I guess you belong here or something.
I hope so.
Good man.
Can I look
whatever.
around?
Yes.
Are there any other dwarves here?
Other dwarves?
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually see standing, shaking, an adorable little crossbow in his hands. Elric Gloomguard. Oh my.
You made it.
I'm gonna float on down to him. How you doing,
same.
bud?
It's so bright in here, boys.
I know.
I'm gonna attempt to break his crossbow with my mage hand and just like kind of rattle
Yeah,
it.
no, you like slide towards it and he just, bah! And it just breaks it. Oh,
I'm just gonna laugh.
oh, that's all right.
Make a new
didn't-
one.
What?
Make a new one.
Try to make one.
And he just pulls out like little tinkering tools. Bonk. And he just slaps a cloud and a crossbow appears. This world is beautiful. I should have never stayed in the shadow or in the Underdark, wherever I was. I forget it was dark.
Told you so.
Yes, this material plane is very nice. This is it, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Well, the material plane is. I'm just gonna look around, poke my head through the clouds.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh.
Is it gone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you look down and you just like, oh. Yeah, there's nothing beneath you.
Like just more white.
No, you just see space.
What do you mean? What?
Like galactic space.
Like just,
Oh.
just
huh?
just
You
stars
see like
and
stars and shit.
Those are bright.
Oh, don't let it in!
I start like patting the
Grimdar, I
clouds.
didn't mess it up, I swear!
It's fine. It's fine. Grimdar did it.
This is a beautiful world.
It is.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. Do you need a place to sleep?
I guess. I don't know where I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna start making beds.
Mm-hmm.
The collapsible
You
beds.
just, I mean, you build them out of cloud.
yeah.
Hey,
cloud bed.
Grimdar.
Yeah.
Special one's for us.
Okay.
And I just grab one end of it and just stretch it.
No, I mean the one you made.
I don't know where that is. I don't have any of my stuff.
Shit. Shit.
But this will be good though.
And I make Grimdar's bed from his house. I put the pillows in the center.
There you go.
No. Never mind. No, it's fine.
is
That's all
happening.
yours. It's not happening. It's not
You just
happening
watch
at
as
all.
like Elric just walks over and like climbs over the foot of the bed, like over the little wood piece, and like his ass just like hovers over it briefly, and he slides down into the bed. This is the nice.
Oh, what is that sound?
Gloomguard.
I think he's dead.
I think, should we finish it? Blood attack?
And you just see he's just lying there. Gloomguard.
He seems like he's in pure misery.
I think he's earned his rest. He did help us.
He did help us. I'm just help.
I'll get him, beast!
Exploded in his hand.
But he showed us the way.
I guess. I'll put the dagger away.
Yep. You do see Elfmo.
Elfmo!
My friends!
Do you know how you died?
No, I was walking. Boop.
Boop.
What is a boop?
Oh, spikes hit you.
In my brain?
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Oh, and he just turns and you see just like a trickle of blood, just like,
Huh?
oh, I'm kidding. That's
Whoa.
Sixth Sense shit. What? He just turns and looks like great again. I'm all right. This is a beautiful place. I'm very happy you both survived.
Me too.
I wish I had.
I mean,
I just giggle.
I point to my wings. Technically, I didn't survive, but
He points to his wings and his halo. Me neither.
we're here.
Yes, we can fly, Mr. Grimdark.
Yeah.
It's very nice, and he just, like, levitates up with his little wings. It's a beautiful place.
It is.
I must find the queen.
Okay.
And he begins flying away looking for the queen.
Good luck.
Thank you.
He's never gonna find her.
Queen! We have to start a band!
Oh.
I'm gonna look for Tuck.
You look for Tuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he here?
Yeah.
So you are walking around looking for Tuck. As you do so, you see Cephantis and Pifflepuff. And Pifflepuff is just still in like her young adult form, and Cephantis is just like throwing her up in the air and catching her, and Pifflepuff is just laughing. Neither of them have halos or wings. They both were alive. So she's just throwing Pifflepuff up in the air. And, like, Pifflepuff is laughing and cheering and laughing and cheering. And then around, like, the edge of Cephantis' back foot, you see this small, wrinkly hand just kind of, like, grab onto one of her toes. Oh.
Tuck.
Who?
You.
And you just see this
Probably.
face just kind of, like, pull around from around the edge of Cephantis' leg. And you see that it is indeed a very still wrinkly Tuck. But you can see, like, all along his mustache line is, like, a cloud. And he's just like, this is the best stuff.
Grimdar. I'm
And he just, like,
I'm gonna communicate with you telepathically.
pulls up like a big old hunk of cloud and just...
I didn't know that was possible.
I didn't know they would let him in.
That's good
Didn't
astral
Didn't he
stuff.
sell people?
What?
I'm saying this telepathically, Grimdar. He sold people.
Yeah, but he helped us save the world, so. Bad past or not.
Damn. Redemptions.
Fucking bastards. Grimdar, yes?
Yes, that's me.
Here! And he's just like walking over and he warns you with a palm of cloud in his hand. Try it!
Oh, thank you. I'll save this for later.
Oh,
Put it into my pocket.
more for me! And he just scoops up another big one. And then you see Cephantis just kind of like slapping his hand and the cloud disperses. Oh, you were always a buzzkill. I just want to have fun. Ducks just want to have fun.
It's good to see you, Tuck.
See?
Yeah.
Yes, I can see you.
Doesn't he have wings
can
and
you-
a halo?
Yes, he does.
What is wrong with him?
What?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. I can see you. You're real. I'm real. He's not.
Tuck, you're not real either, bud.
Oh, he's not real.
Okay.
I just pat him on the head.
Yep. And his little tuft of like orangey white hair just kind of like fluffs around at the edges. Oh boy.
I'm gonna concentrate and make him dressed in his ninja outfit.
His
Ninja outfit.
Ninja outfit.
yeah,
Yeah.
his robbing outfit.
Yes. Oh, are we going stealing?
We sure are, bud. We sure are.
We're stealing clouds, and I pick some clouds up,
Ooh, you're very good at it.
and I huff them.
Yes. Oh, just like visions of just any kind of like, you know, Nirvana-esque light just enters your fucking eyes.
Tuck, make it stop!
Oh, it won't.
What? What do you mean?
Ever. Just gotta keep it going.
I push some clouds together and make a little
My wand?
no, like a cloud dog, and then I tie
with more clouds into a little like basket full of cloud and send it running.
Tuck, you gotta get the clouds. That's your job. You gotta catch the clouds.
Catch the clouds.
Yeah, look, it's
Quick,
running
get 'em!
away.
They're stealing more clouds.
Oh, fuck. And he just starts running over. I'll be back home soon. And Sephantis just kind of like catches Pifflepuff once more and just looks at him in the distance and shakes her head somberly.
He needed a job.
Thank you.
You look like you needed some rest.
I'm so tired. He's only been back with us for a few minutes. Oh, that's why it would never work at home. I just had to let him go. But I had Pifflepuff.
Hey, Pifflepuff.
Mr. Grimdar!
How you doing?
I'm so happy. My dad's back. He ran away already, though.
He'll be back. He's just going to catch some clouds.
Oh, that's good. I'll go help him.
Yeah, good idea.
She just begins flying away into the sunset.
Go
That
get him.
concludes that lead. So Fantas just kind of watches as like Pifflepuff does like a few spirally loops and like happily pauses and stops and looks back at Sephantis and waves. I'll be back, Mommy.
Well, you could take a rest now.
Just immediately goes to sleep right in front of me. Now she like curls and lays her head down on her claws and just, that would be nice.
I'll push some clouds up to her claws to make like a pillow.
She's very comfortable.
I'm gonna pat her on her head.
Thank you,
Glad we didn't kill you.
Me too, friends. Probably would have died.
Us or you?
She's.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You. You were very injured by all the spiders. I vividly remember it. Hoarding your treasure.
Good treasure.
I want to look for Radgar. I know we saw him previously.
Yeah.
Correct.
I want to
Yeah.
go up to him.
I'm gonna race up to him,
Okay.
fly over
So
to
yeah,
him.
you two fly over
And I'm
towards.
gonna go over his head and scream, "She is dead!" As he's looking, is he looking down at the tree?
No. He's still looking down at the broken pieces of tree. In his
I'm
hand.
yelling it. Yep, 100%.
So
She
you-
is dead.
You're a monster.
She's what?
She is dead.
She's a tree.
She is dead. I'm gonna try and make it echo the direction I'm not.
Dead tree.
She is dead.
Oh yeah, no, she died like 600 years ago.
You are dead.
Yeah, no, Radgar can't die.
Hey, Radgar.
Holy shit, it's Grimdar.
It's me.
Yes, and you can see he just kind of like pulls himself up with like a little cloud cane. He's very old.
I'm going to give him a second cloud cane.
Oh, it's like a walker. Thanks, dwarf fucker.
You're welcome.
You're on my lawn. He just starts flapping cloud at you. Get out of here. I don't know you. I don't want to buy it.
I walk up to him and hug him anyway.
I don't want to buy your money.
It's my money.
It's okay. It's okay, Radgar.
It's what's okay.
Everything's okay.
You're dead.
Yeah.
I told you you would be.
You did. It did.
Oh, I'm gonna fly down. Hey.
You're dead.
Nope.
Oh, you will be.
You first.
I hope. Just kind of like shuffles
No,
and
no,
kicks
no,
a little
wait,
bit of cloud.
Hey. Hey.
Ah,
You can die now.
I can't die.
You can die.
How do I die?
Just die.
He tries and he like falls over and he just like shakes in the cloud and like his walker disperses and like 30 seconds go by and he's still and then he just like opens one eye.
Oh, you're still alive?
I'm still alive.
Well, do you want some help? I promised I'd kill you.
That'd be great.
How do you want me to do it?
I don't know.
Do you want me to stab you?
That sounds fine. And he just kind of like is laying there still. I don't know, wherever I'll die from. And he just starts shaking again. Oh, this could be it.
No, wait! I stabbed him in the heart.
Yeah, I mean, just,
I got you!
You just lean down and just plunge your dagger just right into his heart. And you
Yep. What?
Yeah, and you see Radgar's body goes limp.
It's time for him to rest. Hopefully.
I hope so. He deserved it.
He did.
Yes!
Oh, no.
You just see him kind of like standing up.
Wait, where is he?
He's right there.
What are you doing? I stabbed you in the heart
Yeah, it didn't work.
with Fal's dagger.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean? Does he have a halo? You just keep
What do you mean?
Because I never took it out. I left it in.
I don't know.
Does he have a halo or wings?
No.
I'll take it out. Is he bleeding?
Mm-mm.
You're not bleeding.
I don't think I got any blood left.
What?
And he looks down and you can see dispersing out of him is Cloud.
Oh.
Oh, this is weird.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. That never happened before.
Oh, that's fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have huffed the clouds. Grimdar, you check. What does it look like?
You look. Yeah, you can see Cloud.
Got clouds in his hearts.
Hearts?
Yeah, he's got two.
Did you
Probably.
Did you
Go to
eat
school.
clouds too?
No,
Are you sure?
clouds aren't food.
It might help you. I'm gonna attempt to shove some of Radgar's clouds.
Yeah, so you reach over and you just.
Yeah, I'm just like,
"Oh!"
and I shove it in Grimdar's face. Eat it and sniff it and stuff.
I trust you.
Yeah. You just waves of light flashes before your eyes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You know, you still see everything the same. You see Radgar just standing here, just shaking as Cloud light just pours out of his chest.
I'm gonna call for, help! Help! I'm gonna call for help.
Help!
Help!
Someone help!
Viv.
Leaking Cloud again!
Viv.
Help!
And you see Viv just walking over. What the fuck is wrong?
He's leaking cloud.
He's leaking.
Yeah, the old man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to go to the mechanic.
The mechanic?
I'm kidding. No, he's made of cloud.
What do you
What?
mean?
And she just like pushes at his head and like cloud just starts falling out of his ear.
What?
What do you mean he's made of cloud?
He's Cloud.
Where's Radgar?
Who's Radgar?
Isn't this Radgar?
And she just kind of like pushes and her hands like disperse through the cloud.
Where is he?
What the fuck is Radgar?
What do you mean, who's Radgar?
I mean, who the fuck is
I'm
Radgar?
insight checking the shit out. Oh no, it's bad!
The crazy guy.
You're
helped
the
us.
crazy guy.
No, the other crazy guy.
16 with bonus.
Who the fuck's Radgar?
What do you mean?
Who the fuck is Radgar?
What do you mean?
She doesn't know who Radgar is.
Help! 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 What do you mean?
She just kind of like pushes in the general
I'm gonna
area.
point at Grimdar. Oh, he doesn't have his horn! I'm gonna point at the daggers. Haha! You see these?
Yes, those are my husband's teeth.
Yeah, someone gave them to me.
Yes.
Do you know who?
No.
Radgar.
Who's Radgar?
I will fly up there and slap you.
He taught Magul.
Yes.
Who was that?
Who taught Magul?
Radgar.
No. Who's Radgar?
I fly away.
Is his name who? Is this a fucking is this a
To
goddamn
literally
joke?
anybody else. Who is the first person I see? Just, flying away.
I know you see Magul.
Moggle. Hey,
Hello, Bran.
who's your favorite teacher?
Teacher?
Yeah.
No one taught Magul.
I will kill everyone in this plane.
What do you mean, who taught Magul? Magul read. He had many teachers at the library
Name
in
them all.
Renya. Name all
All
of
of
them.
them.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, Barry,
Keep going.
White,
I'm not satisfied yet.
Celine,
Keep going.
Dion.
Fucker.
Gar.
Oh, I'm gonna history check because I don't feel like looking through my notebook. What was his wife's name? Oh no. That's a 17 with bonus.
What was Radgar's wife's name?
Yes.
Eula.
Eula. Do you know Eula?
You mean you Bloom, the
No.
tree?
No,
No,
Eula.
his wife.
Whose wife?
Radgars.
Radgar?
Radgar.
Who is this Radgar?
What's happening, Bren?
I don't know. I think they're all fucking with us.
And you just hear echoing throughout the astral plane. Yeah!
I fucking knew it!
Radgar?
Yes!
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Why do these people not know you exist?
Radgar doesn't exist.
What do you mean?
Radgar is Radgar.
Well, yeah, but...
And Radgar cannot die.
Okay.
Yes!
Wait, what do I see?
Nothing. You just see like this like cloud moving through in the astral plane in the light.
I'm gonna go fly up to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
just
fly
start-
towards this like cloud-like light in the sky. And you see it just kind of like pause, and it looks almost like an ethereal shape in front of you. Yeah, you
Okay.
poke and it like disperses around your hand. You just hear it. Yes!
Why does nobody know who you are?
Who Radgar is?
Yeah.
Radgar is Radgar. Radgar is everyone. Radgar's in everyone.
What?
Yes.
I'm so confused.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
But you're madness.
Yes.
Oh no.
Uh,
Ah, the clouds.
Radgar is spirit of madness.
But people knew who you were.
Yes. Now they don't.
But Viv should, come on, Viv should know.
Viv?
Yeah.
She's crazy.
What about Fall?
Fulf?
Yeah. He's got to be sensible.
Come on!
Fly to his face!
Yep. So yeah, you fly up to the face of Fall, and Fall is just kind of like
Fall.
patting at Viv.
I'm gonna poke him. Excuse me.
Mr. Fall?
Excuse me. Sir? Sir, hey, do you know of a wizard named Radgar? Why aren't you speaking? I'm gonna communicate telepathically so he doesn't like yell in my face. Hello?
Hello.
Oh. You know Radgar, right?
Radgar, yes.
Where is he?
Radgar?
Yeah.
Oh, Radgar he is everywhere.
I'm just looking around.
Yes, that's Radgar.
What about over there?
Yes, that's Radgar.
What about over there?
That's also Radgar.
I'm gonna look to Grimdar. We're in hell, Grimdar. This is hell. We can't escape.
Can I hear this or no?
No, now I'm talking to you.
Okay, yeah.
I'm saying it out loud. We're in hell.
What do you mean?
We're in hell. Radgar's everywhere, but nobody knows who he is.
What
But
if
he's everywhere.
Radgar is the astral plane?
Maybe. But we can kill him. Snap
Can't kill him.
But he wants
That's why
to-
he can't die. Makes a lot of fucking sense.
Perfectly honest.
It makes a lot of sense.
But I thought it was a wish. That's why I can't die. I'm so confused. I'm just gonna fall from the sky and just. I give up.
No, Radgar has a physical form, yes.
People forgot him.
Oh, yes, that was his wish.
Is that the only way he can die?
He wants to leave the memory of the people. But you two remember him.
Who else?
Well, I do.
What about Eula?
Eula? Oh, Eula has died. She has been dead a long time.
So she's here.
No.
But how did she help us in the material plane if she's been dead?
Oh, she was in the tree.
She's gone?
She was the tree. A physical manifestation of the tree. Radgar fucked a tree. What aren't we getting?
I'm so confused.
I get it.
Oh, that's why they called him Madgar.
Yes.
'Cause he fucked a tree.
Yes.
I feel
they-
way less
they
bad.
saw him in the grove just really going at it.
Dick in the dirt.
Yes, essentially. Almost like a penis tree.
Wait, what? No.
But can he see her again?
Oh, I don't think so.
I think he would have liked that.
Yes, I believe he would have.
Let's just grow a new one? It's gotta be easy, right? You just... a little bit of... You grew one once.
Yes.
Do it again.
I didn't grow it.
Who did?
I stole it.
What? From
Oh, you're a thief.
from where?
I'm gonna high five him.
And just like huge claw just instantly whooshes into your palm. What do you mean?
Where did you get the tree from?
I took it from another plane of existence.
Oh,
I can't really make worlds. I just stole a tree from a different plane and brought it here so I could keep my family safe.
oh.
Yes.
How do we make another one, like another world? 'Cause there isn't one anymore.
Well, we've got this plane. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about all the other people?
They're dead.
But what about the ones that don't exist yet?
Babies? Like,
Just all the people.
they can still have babies up here.
Yeah, but I want to make another one.
Another baby?
No, another world.
Did you make a baby?
No,
Who did you make a baby with?
nobody.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I'm gonna instant check.
no,
Are you sure?
yeah.
I could check for pieces of the U-bloom, I suppose. Do you have any fragments?
Oh, I don't think I do. Pretty sure the staff shattered.
I don't have anything.
No, wait, I have the staff. No, I do have the staff.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Speaking of this, I'm gonna look around for my parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you look around and you see Varys and Mara are just kind of like sitting at a small table together, sipping coffee and reading books.
Oh my god.
Just immediately went right back to, What is it, Varys?
Oh my god.
I hate when you do that when you read. That's why I do it. Mom, Dad, maybe you should have.
I kept them next to each other. How many ghost arguments did they have?
Billion. That was really why your sword vibrated. Just like,
Get me out!
she's still here.
Oh, jeez. All right, well, I'm not going to go over them now. I just wanted to know if they were here.
Yep, nope. She's just like pouring another cup of tea for herself. But yeah, no, you hand Fall the staff. Okay. Yes. This would do.
Should I like plant it or something?
Plant it
Yeah, in the clouds.
in the cloud.
Yeah.
I don't think that would work.
Why not?
I guess it's worth a shot. And he just jams the stick into the clouds.
Is it working?
I don't know. I've never made a world with a
I'll-
stick before.
I guess I'll do a nature check on it. Nature, where are you? So 19 with bonus.
It's working.
It's working.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try?
Make a baby?
No,
Not with me.
no, I don't want to make
That
a
wouldn't
baby.
work.
I want to make a world. I want to make a tree.
You can't make a world with me either.
Okay.
I can't be your world, Grimdark.
That's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking.
Oh,
I want to make another plane.
okay. Give it a shot, buddy.
Okay.
And he just kind of like pats you heavily on the back. Just, oh.
I guess I reach down and like touch the clouds and
Mm-hmm.
try to make a plane.
What do you consider? What do you think of?
Just the world pretty much as we knew it, the things that existed.
Roll a d20.
17.
Yep. You look down and you just stop and think, and you see your hands just begin to turn like an orangish red as your magma, your fire hands, just kind of ignite and disperse this small section of cloud around you. And you can see, since you're in the general area, like the cloud gets kind of pushed down below Grimdar and dissipates. And there is a small section of the cloud that looks like it's been melted away, and you can see down into the vacuous eternity of space below the clouds that Grimdar has opened up. And you just kind of, after a few moments, just pause and open your hands, and you look down, and you can see a plane.
We did it.
Was 747 to be specific.
Okay.
No, kidding.
What's that? I'm gonna peer over. What do I see?
Yeah. You look down and you see the material plane as you knew it.
I'm gonna kick Grimdar down the hole.
Okay.
Do you fight back?
I turn and grab Brandon, pull the hole.
No!
Yeah.
Are we falling?
Yeah.
Why? Why, Grimdar?
Oh, well, I guess that's goodbye then.
No, what?
No, we'll be back. I can fly.
You just see like the enormous face of a dragon in the hole you made as you two are falling back down to the plane, and he's just...
Oh, well, I still have my wind form on, so I'm gonna struggle.
You
Get
don't.
off me. What do you mean I don't?
You don't.
Why?
You don't have anything.
What do you mean I don't have anything?
You are falling, and you don't have any power.
No, Grimdar, let go.
You did this.
No, I didn't.
I mean, you did. You kicked me.
No,
You kicked me.
you were leaning over. It should have been easy. I have no idea how you grabbed me.
I'm fast.
You're really not. How close are we to the ground?
I mean, about 1,000 feet or more up still into the air.
All right, we got to make a plan.
I want to try to make a big bird
Okay.
below us.
Roll a d20.
19.
19. You clap your hands, and this enormous Jonathan Swift-esque bird appears beneath you. And you both land on it.
There we go.
I'm uncomfortable.
I made a bird.
Get off me, and I'm gonna crush him. Now what?
I don't know.
I'm gonna try and cast wind form on myself again.
You can.
Why can I now?
You'll see.
No, I don't want to see. I want to know why. I'm gonna wind form
Yeah.
and fly up.
So you elevate off of the bird.
Yep.
Where are you going?
I don't know. What does the continent look like? Are they
Oh, it looks
separated?
like no. Yeah, it looks separated. It's still. It was. It looks like the world as you last left it.
Let's check the cities. Maybe they're not accurate for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't
So
think I can make people.
you're
but
close to Renya. You fly down and
guess,
you look
yeah.
and you see the fragments of Renya. Fragments because of Grimdar's fragmented memory. It's like you're walking in a desolate snow globe, void of people, only built, constructed off of the memories of Grimdar. And you look up briefly and you just still see Fall just kind of like his head in the thing just... Oh, get off.
Okay. I'm gonna go back
I
up.
turn my bird back up. Fly back up.
Yeah, and as you look back down, you see the world as it was, as your last memory of the world. So, for the places that you have not been, they look mostly unformed. They look almost like, not blurred, but they look kind of like amorphous, as though they're not genuine solids, and there's not actual detail to them. So, like the bloodwood and things like that, you just see this enormous area of densely populated forest in the northern sides of the continent of Tramix. And you just fly up back, and Fall just kind of like pushes a little bit more cloud open for you as you two fly back in.
I assume as I go through, my bird just... Yeah.
It was a good idea.
What in the actual hell happened?
He can create.
Gonna step back. It was scary down there. There was some stuff missing.
I don't remember everything.
Oh, I know.
I mean, maybe you can help with that.
Maybe.
A lot of people up here, we can make a map.
I mean, don't we have a map? I'm gonna dig through my bag.
Mm-hmm. You do.
The torn maps that we have.
Yeah, from the temple.
Well, see?
We need details, though. Gotta make it better.
I guess. We'll go gather everyone.
We could push it back together.
Mm-hmm. People
I
start
push the
people
maps
start
together.
seeing what you're doing and begin walking over, and each of them lays a hand on the map. As they're like, as you two are pushing it back together, and each of them lays a hand on the map, just kind of like in a confused, almost charmed state of mind, as though like, oh my god, like I remember this place. And as each of them places a hand on the map, you see the map just kind of like pull its tethers back towards the center, as the two pieces had been ripped asunder. And as you look down, you can see that more pieces of the world are being reformed and rebuilt. And you hear noises that sound like people coming from the plane down below you. And as you look back at the people around you, you can see that those who have laid their hand on the map are gone.
Who laid their hand on the map?
I mean, is there anybody you're looking in particular for?
Jeez. Well, I guess Ander, for starters.
Your brother? Or the
No.
original Ander?
No, the original.
Original Ander?
Oh, gee.
No, you do not see original Ander, and you did not see him place his hand on the map.
Okay.
You're standing here essentially with Fall and Viv at this point.
Everyone else is gone.
Mm-hmm. Slowly, one by one, people have come over and touched the hands to their map.
What happened?
I think you're building something. And he just kind of gestures over towards the stick that you had placed into the ground, and you can see that it's sprouting. But as it's sprouting, it looks like it's falling through the clouds. And you can see what looks like the sprouting of the U-bloom.
Where's it going?
I don't know. And he just kind of takes like a big thundering step over towards it, and as he does, a crack splits open the cloud, and you can see the U-bloom fall from its spot in the astral plane.
Oh,
and
the
land.
stick?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and grab it.
Yeah, jump out.
No. Wait, out.
I grab Brandon and stop him.
I'm trying to grab it before it like falls through.
Yeah, no, it's beginning to fall, so...
Dex or?
You make a strength check if you're attempting to hold it up.
God. Oh, it's a 4.
Let it go.
You just grab, and a bunch of the leaves just kind of like disperse in your hands, and you watch as the U-bloom falls back down and lands in the location in the grove in the Greatwood.
Would you look
That's
at that?
That's where it's supposed to be.
I guess. It's only up here for a little bit.
Grimdar! And you see Viv standing with a broom in her hand.
Dragon form or human form?
Human form.
Okay.
Yes.
Grimdar!
Hey,
We've got to go!
go where?
And she just starts smacking you with the broom towards the map.
Where?
Get in the fucking map, Grimdar!
What do you mean? What?
Get in the map!
I put my hands on the
Get
map.
in right now!
Put my hands on the map.
You get the fucking the map!
Oh my God.
And you place your hands on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you watch as Grimdar places his hands on the map and illuminate, and he disperses.
I don't want. I'm just gonna look at Viv and go.
And she just kind of like
No,
points
hey,
the room at you. Hey!
No, wait.
You
Hey,
touch that map!
No.
You touch the map right now!
No. Where are all the elves?
The elves?
Yeah.
What elves?
All the dead ones.
Dead ones?
Yeah.
No, not dead. And she just sweeps away the clouds. And she just points down, and you can see the city of Thelahill once more built and bustling with people. See?
When did that happen?
Probably when the fucking tree fell.
She's sweeping? Is she near the map?
No. She's like over here. The map is here.
Okay.
And she's standing over the Great Wood in Thelahill.
Okay.
And she's just sweeping the clouds away.
Huh. Interesting.
Get in the map.
What? No.
Get in the fucking map,
No.
Brad.
No. Is she pushing me towards it?
No, she's just holding the broom up, gesturing towards
I'm
you.
gonna back away slowly.
Uh-huh.
No.
You don't want to get in map?
Not yet.
Okay. I get in map? All right, I'll see you there. Goodbye. And she just rushes over towards the map, and you watch as Viv just like jumps into the map.
Okay. She jumps. She just.
Yeah, just she and her broom just get sucked right into the map of the world.
To try and force her. I thought she was gonna stay up here. All right, I'll do a cannonball on the map. I don't know.
Yep.
Am I just gonna hit the clouds?
Nope. You run over and jump and cannonball into the map. And as you do, you look over and you see Fall in his draconic form walking over towards the map. And as you make contact with it, you see Fall walking over and begin to dissolve into a humanoid form. But all you see is a shadowy silhouette because you're illuminated by
You
light
son of a bitch.
as you strike the map.
You son of a bitch.
And you appear in the bottom of the deck of the damned, hiding amongst barrels. And you hear a voice call out to you with a shade of a prismatic form in his face. Ahoy, Mr. Grimdar! There be a merchant vessel ahead. Should we board it?
I would.
Thank you for watching.
You son
Good.
of a bitch.
Knew I could do it.
God damn you.
It was really good.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
It was really good.
And yes, Radgar was real, but Radgar is the spirit of madness.
So he's just fucking with people, making them forget.
Yeah. I mean, when you live for 1,000 years, you get bored. But now he did not want you guys to be burdened with the memory of him. That was the way he saw it. So, yeah. Anyone with questions, I guess we'll chill for a little while
Yeah.
to celebrate a successful epilogue.
I mean,
Started everything over, but we know now,
Yes, you do.
and we can fix it.
exactly.
You can save people that you didn't save before. That was why they didn't have their powers, but they had their memories.
God damn it.
Yep. That was why the first time you fell, you were beginning to lose your powers.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Falling angels and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. I told you made the world. He did.
Oh my god.
I wasn't lying.
He can't die. He's Radgar.
Yeah, no, Radgar can't die. The only senses of which Radgar could die are physically, he could die, but he is one of the 3 spirits that exist in the Pantheon that I gave them at the very beginning of the campaign. Yep. Yes. CMS, yes. Planned on that from the very beginning.
If you go listen to the first episode with this knowledge, it's very different. It's very different. Viv literally says in her fucking song in the tavern, everybody dies and Viv knows why. He literally told us. He told everybody in the first fucking episode. He literally told everyone.
Oh, no. My dialogue with them doesn't even change because I'm like, no, I don't.
Yep.
I was saying no, I don't the whole time.
I know.
Fuck you, Radgar. I don't die.
Well, his wife is back now because the tree's back, Astrid.
Correct.
Yep.
It's a loop, except we can fix it now because we have the knowledge. We know. And now we can make it right.
Speed run to the Devourer.
Stab the brain!
Make like 50 of them though this time. 50.
Yep, all the gods were people that you were going to be capable of interacting with. I really appreciate the ideas of other pantheons and other mythos that exist that have physical manifestations or forms of their gods. I found that really interesting. And
Clip between the walls of the punch live in the fan. Interestingly enough, so John told us several weeks ago that we had met the humanoid form of Fall, and Paul and I guessed for like an hour. An hour.
We eventually stopped guessing name characters. We were like, could it be somebody that we
could not
didn't
think
know the name
of anyone? And then he told us, you don't know the person's name. You've met them and you don't know who they are. And the reason that I figured out who it was.
Yeah, after another week.
After another week, it came to me at the diner, literally after the last episode. Do you know what I thought of? I thought of Aladdin and the fact that in the beginning of that movie, that guy speaks. And it's the genie, and I was like, it's the first goddamn person we talked to on the ship. And I just looked at John, and he just laughed and said that I was right.
That is the human
and
form
I was
of
like,
Fall.
you gotta be kidding me.
The human form of Fall was the unnamed pirate who was the first person to speak in the campaign,
Oh my goodness.
who called out to Grimdar to board the merchant vessel that had the gem of Philidium on it. That was why he wanted it.
Yeah. Wild.
Yep.
You owe me. I get the gems. I get the gems.
Yeah.
Yay!
That's the point.
Because I just walk up before
That's-
Lysandra comes down. Oh, they're mine. Oh my goodness, that's great.
Yep. Unknown pirate number 1 in the credits.
Literally.
/ Fall, the god of the universe.
Literally the first person to speak in the entire campaign. Seriously, go back and listen to the first episode. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. All of the stuff that John just straight says that we can't have known at the time. It's insane.
He fucking memed us. Should have never pulled out the map. Could have just chilled up there.
Correct.
He knew you would, though.
Motherfucker. Well, you tried to. You were just like, oh, let me see if I can just.
Had to try.
Son of a
All
bitch.
right, let me get the Patreon secrets.
So where the hell was Ander?
Your brother?
No.
Oh, sorry, OG Ander?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll never know.
What do you mean?
No, I'm kidding. OG Ander, in terms of how he died, he did not disperse into, like... Okay, so the reasoning for why his body still existed in the tomb like that was because Ander had become something else. Ander was the Lich in the Shadowfell. Oh,
You mean his like body? Like I don't understand.
Yeah, his body had become... His body was blessed with so much power that was why it didn't die and, like, eventually just kind of, like, you know, deteriorate.
Okay.
And then his body was overtaken. So that's why, like, his soul does not have a genuine location.
Well, because we did run into it though.
Correct. But that was the Lich
So
in the
he
shadow.
wasn't in the astral plane ever. He stayed.
Correct. Yes.
What the fuck?
His physical body
Wow.
was trapped in the material plane because his soul was what was pulled.
That's wild. The fuck.
Yeah, that was the Lich storylining in the Shadowfell that we
Oh
would have
my
gotten to go through.
God.
Yep.
John's going to be pulling up the Patreon secrets and going through them now.
Yep. All right. So the first one that I shared with everybody back when we started doing this,
And
in
we
January.
do not know these. I cannot express enough. Paul and I literally don't know any of these things.
I want to fuck. Oh, I need shit to throw at you, dude. This is important. I don't want to hurt you.
Tissues.
Give me tissues.
You'll have to use tissues.
I'm balling them up, Don.
Lysandra allied with Lolth because she was desperate to attempt to revive her husband Althadon and to take revenge on King Arland in the city of Thelahill. She left her newborn daughter Lyella with her husband's closest friend Michaela Piriella and his good friend Mylan because she knew the road for her was too dangerous to take her daughter along. She believed it was better for her daughter to be loved by a loving family, or to be raised by a loving family, as she was too despondent over her husband's death and was afraid the child would remind her of him. What the crew does not know is that Lysandra and Lillian both eventually learned that Lolth's ambition was into the first layer of hell because of a vendetta, and that she did not actually have any plans to conquer the surface and siege Thelahill, as Lillian and Lysandra both wanted. The women, betrayed by their master, conspired together a potential plot to defeat Lolth from within her ranks. The crew, by killing Lysandra in the first 10 minutes of the campaign, made this plot only available through Lillian. When Lillian first died on Fall, I expected this plotline to close. However, when they revived her, it reopened as a possible storyline. As they discovered Lillian's true nature and turned against it, it became very unlikely to develop. Lillian wanted to assist Lolth at the various points of the plot in the Underdark because she was not yet powerful enough to overthrow her. She believed that the Scourge of the King, her family's reputable toxin, could eventually be used to kill Lolth. When the crew chased her down and killed her in the Underdark, no remaining Piriella alive was able to properly enhance and brew the toxin, and the plotline closed. Queen Venya Fendil is a druid of dreams and was born into a destitute family in the city of Thelahill who chose to leave the city because of their destitution and instead work within the Grove of the Ubloom. She, as a young girl, developed an affinity because of her dreamlike capabilities for communicating with the spirit of the tree and the voices, and it visits her while she sleeps. That was Radgar's wife. The visions of the Ubloom are not prophetic. However, the Ubloom communicates its wills and desires to the queen. That was why she wanted her to betray King Arland, because Arland wanted to kill Radgar. She, not Assisi, is the current voice of the Ubloom. Assisi simply serves as the guardian of the Grove. The longer that Venya is away from the Grove and unable to maintain her link in her dreams to the Ubloom, the more desperate and unorthodox her dreams become as it attempts to entice her back to the Grove. So Eula would have continued to call Venya back to the Grove the longer Venya was away from the city. Magul and Isharad are the only two characters to have been chosen by Radgar to learn anything of his schools of magic. Isharad was taught the magic of first King Ander because of his physical fitness and prowess with material or martial weaponry. Magul, as a frail, smaller boy, was unable to keep up with Isharad's studies and instead devoted himself to Radgar's tutelage. To understand the depth of Radgar's magic, Magul enchanted a rubber ducky to read to him as he slept, and has kept the duck with him to continue to repeat the difficult incantations for Radgar's magic. He named the ducky Quackgar. Despite 100 years of study together, Magul has not learned all of Radgar's spells and considers himself still a fool compared to his teacher. Isharad could not wield the Rorona family swords that were made famous by King Ander. He modeled his quarterstaffs instead on the weapons and crafted it from the limbs of the Ubloom gifted to him by Radgar. Neither Isharad or Magul have ever defeated Radgar in a duel. They have not beaten him by their combined strength either. Their greatest goal in life is the same. Be the first to beat Radgar.
I did want to duel him. I actually did.
King Arland was designed to be the original threat within the city of Thelahill if the party had arrived earlier before the Grey Dwarf invasion and the attack from Grendel. The party could have prioritized the fortress over the civilians, which would have risked the lives of Michaela, Myelin, Lenson, Lyella in exchange for the potential salvation of King Arland, and a few other knights of higher order within the military that were lost during the Grey Dwarf fight. If the battle for Thelahill had been completely averted, if the crew had arrived early, Arland would have interpreted their arrival as a threat to his position on the throne because of Bran's claim to the throne and his secret lineage. The widespread dissent within the city would have turned people against him because of his cowardice. This would have created a plot of political intrigue in which they could have chosen to undermine Arland's rulership at the risk of danger to themselves and the citizens of the city. Because of martial law that he would have been capable of calling, or to bend the knee and serve King Arland in the city of Thelahill. Arland's mission for them would have been a treacherous quest into the Underdark to assault Dane Firehand's stronghold directly, resulting in tragic failure and, as he would hope, the potential death of Bran, removing him as a threat to the throne. Wow. His wife, Queen Venya, would have offered to work in secrecy with the party because she was aware of her husband's failures as a king because of her dreams with the Ubloom. This is why the citizens celebrated the election of Venya to rule the city after Arland's death. The continued rule of Arland would have also threatened the safety of Radgar as a whole, as he believed him to be a maniacal fiend at the heart of the dissent within the city because of his connections to his grandfather. Arland would have, if overtly threatened by the party, and had they made contact and developed a friendship with Radgar, tried them for their crimes of heresy and treason. He would have demanded Radgar surrender himself to be forever imprisoned, or the party would have been hanged.
Jesus.
Those were the ones that I had shared with the Patreon.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a That is a tricky. I mean, with our memory though, we just walk up in there with 5 gods.
Yeah, King
We're
Arlen.
here to save you.
King Arlen was designed to be one of the bigger villains I had.
And he died immediately.
And died immediately to Grendel. In terms of other things that I haven't shared with the Patreon, shit, there's a lot.
One real quick, I want to answer your question from CMS.
Oh wait, hanging the party.
Was Finwin in Dane's Fortress the other guy Don played? Did you plan for him to die? No.
No, I told Don straight up, if you guys, like, there might be a chance that Grimdar is alive. There might not be. If you find Grimdar alive in any situation in which he is alive, you might be able to play him again, but that's not a realistic possibility. Make a new character.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Don. Found him day one. Also, we weren't supposed to fight that squid thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yep.
I essentially had to 1v1.
Yep.
Because Finwin died immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah, in the confined space, I thought that they would have eventually fought the Doctor in his true Mind Flayer form after his adaptations in his laboratory as a connection to the torture room, the workshop.
And you said after we had our gear.
Correct, after they had their gear. Yeah, my assumption was they
That was
would
where
have gone...
that's where the campaign pretty much almost ended.
Correct.
Like right there.
Yep. Yeah, I thought you would have explored into the workshop because I didn't expect you to wait and follow the Doctor because he was invisible. I was very proud of the fact that you guys followed an invisible creature. It was very well thought out. Back through the areas of the excavation site to the secret door that he made for himself to be able to stone meld through into Grimdar's containment area. So I did not expect you guys to do that. I expected you guys to go back through the torture room. I made the DC check on the perception for the secret room in the torture room. Not very high. I think I made it like a 16 or a 15.
I thought you did make it high.
I feel like it was only between like a 15 and an 18.
Okay.
'Cause
18's high.
Not for wisdom, for passive, or for perception for you guys at this point. Like, he was a cleric also. So, I mean, I assumed he would have had plus like 8 or so.
No, he didn't have that yet.
For perception? As Finwin?
Oh, it's Finwin.
As Finwin, yeah.
I don't remember what Finwin's stats
Finwin's
were.
perception bonus should have been like a plus 7 or a plus
But you
8.
made us roll, though.
Correct. I didn't want to do it. Whenever you're noticing something that is obscured, you don't go off of passive perception.
So if we had walked around a bit more, you would have been like,
You were
see this.
afraid of Olive. That was why Olive was in that room uniquely. That's what I like to do. I like to set up scenes in which you feel the impetus to leave a location, and then there's something in that location. But yeah, no, I did not expect you guys to go through the workshop with the hook horror quickly. But yeah, no, I didn't expect Finwin to die. I expected Finwin to become an NPC that I would have been able to play with the party to continue to assist them through the remaining portions of the campaign. I think you threw out Finwin's sheet just as okay.
Do they know who Finwin was?
Who? What?
Do they know who Finwin was? I know you told us.
Oh, no, yeah, Finwin was one of the bastard children of Tuck. And he didn't know that. That was going to be Finwin's plot line for his background and story and, like, implications in the world. He is one of the many... Tuck is essentially Genghis Khan and fucked everybody, so he's got a load of illegitimate children just running around the world, and Finwin was one of them. Also, the claims of Tuck's slavery were really, like, fabricated, just as an aside.
What?
Really?
Yep.
No. What about the one shot we did, where there were very clearly slaves in cells? They all ran when we let them out. Elaborate.
So Tuck's work as Little in Your Puzzle will be used. Honestly, I had put it in a different location in the world that we didn't get to go to because the campaign had to come to a conclusion a little bit more abruptly. That will be something that I'll be utilizing in a different setting now, in a different scenario. Sadly, I prepped that like 4 months ago when you sent that to me because I thought that was where we were going to eventually be going. And then we had our roster complications, I guess I'll call them, and that that became not a realistic possibility. I do really appreciate the puzzle. I really like the puzzle. But no, in terms of Tuck's slavery running, my idea for it is he sells slaves. He doesn't actually sell them to somebody who then owns them as a slave. He's essentially buying their freedom unbeknownst to them. So he bought slaves, ferried them across as slaves to keep up the disguise of owning them as a slave and continuing to do it. But he was actually bringing those people. That was also one of the reasons why I wanted us to go to Brome. That was where he was ferrying the people for a lot of the times.
Yeah, I actually really did want to go to Brome.
Yeah.
Because you made it sound like such a chill place.
It was. And that was why. Because it was a city of free
And we
people.
were going to show up with him, too.
Yeah.
So
They would have loved him. That's why he said I have connections in Brome.
Yeah.
That was actually...
He's pretty much the ruler.
Yeah. That was Rotiar, by the way. Rotiar
really?
Rotiar was one of the slaves that Tuck had freed.
Oh, really?
Yep. That was why
I'm a traitor.
that was why he. Yep. That was why he loved. He loved Tuck.
Oh,
That's why he called him Mr. Tuck.
That's funny.
Yeah, cause
But
he
not
saved,
Lord Tuck.
Nope.
That's
not
flags.
Lord Tuck. No, because he saved his life.
That sent up so many flags. It's like, oh no.
Yep.
I guess he owns land.
He was just an old guy who likes drugs.
Yeah, really. Oh, let's everybody be free. Oh.
Yep. Yeah, no, he was a hippie. That's all
He was
Tuck was.
actually a fucking
Tuck was just
hippie.
like a straight fucking like.
He's actually just a fucking hippie.
Yep.
CMS asked, that reminds me, Olive's body was experimented on in Dane's fortress. Was Nina's body there?
No.
That's something I had asked you.
Yeah. To be very straightforward and honest with you guys, Kelsey was going to appear in the epilogue tonight because Nina's body was also in the astral plane, but she is homesick.
Yeah. That was going to be like the crazy big reveal. She was literally not going to be on camera, and you were going to hear her voice, and she was going to walk on.
Yeah. We were going to have her just like sitting disguised with her headset, and I was going to introduce her once more as a voice off in the distance, and she was going to like yell boo and pop up and have like a fun, like, you know, farewell send-off appearance, but sadly she's homesick.
Yeah.
So no, that was why Nina's body was not there. So for anybody in terms of just like the easiest way to elaborate on the situation with Nina, she is, yes, the child of Viv and Fall. The thing with Adonides was that Adonides, as the devil of charm, the Prince of Madness and the Prince of Charm, so devils don't reproduce in traditional Dungeons and Dragons. Devils are crafted or utilize some other forms of magic. Adonides tainted Viv, not sexually. He utilized magic on her unbeknownst to her to taint her pregnancy. That was why Adonides was after Nina as a character. He wasn't actually her father. He says, I am your father, because he's attempting to lie to her to trick to her. That was like going to be the two-part plot line in terms of had we ever ventured into hell. Adonides had unique plotline affiliations with Olive's character and with Nina's character. Olive's because genuinely he was the devil, the fiendish bloodline tie to the Zedilia family. And to Nina, he was aware that she was the child of the two gods of the fucking plane. And as the devil, what better kid to taint?
Yeah.
That was that. But no, we didn't get to go to hell. Shucks.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we had to
cut.
not do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Lich plot line with
Yeah,
Ander.
like we would have eventually gone back in there after we had gotten more juiced up. I mean, it would have taken convincing for my character, like by the entire party.
I'll answer that question
Yeah.
real quick. In terms of pre-built monsters being too strong, one of the situations for that, in terms of the easiest explanation, is when you look at the challenge rating of a monster, it usually implies that it takes 3 or 4 characters of that level to be capable of beating it. So in a situation where you're fighting something as a level 1 character, you don't put a level 1 character against one challenge rating 1 monster. The monster will win that fight hands down every time. If you put 3 to 4 level 1 characters against a challenge rating 1 monster, that becomes a medium-ish difficulty encounter. So in terms of working through challenge rating 4 situations, you want to always keep in mind that you need to go into the combat encounter with the kind of just brief like mathematical equation that you can run through with that.
Yeah, and you also have to just be able to scale up and down based on if this, if you expect this to be, an easy fight, then you have to be able to scale that if you see that it's not. If it's a deadly fight, you need to be able to scale it the other way if it's too easy, if they're killing stuff. You add reinforcements or you buff the HP of a monster. The stat blocks are subjective. You just use that as a basis. It's never going to be 100% accurate because it also depends on the comp of your people. But thank you for your question. Finally here, man, and welcome.
So yeah, Northmoor itself. Northmoor would have been a fun city. Northmoor was a very large location. It was much larger and more civilized than Southmoor. But yeah, I mean, plotline in there would have all been about finding any of the potential survivors from the Hand and Mouth, Viv and Suta's brothel that they ran together. That was also why they knew Tuck. That was why Suta was sold by Tuck, yet Suta was freely living as a pirate on the island because she was saved by Tuck. That was also why Tuck was attempting to arrange for the purchase of Tarhun. He wanted to buy and free Tarhun from the Wyatt family. Yeah. But, the women intervened and prevented that purchase anyway. But that was why Tuck was buying Tarhun. Right. He was buying his freedom. Yeah. Like, it's one of those situations where that as a DM is one of the most difficult things to do, is understanding that your NPCs will have internal conflict with other NPCs and do thing unbeknownst to other people.
Right, even though
Correct. As the writer, know all of the information.
Right.
But you have to work with the limited information relative to each character.
Right.
So in that situation, Lysandra and all the other people who were the pirates at the time consider Tarhun to be a menace. Any opportunity to kill Tarhun was welcome to them. Finding him, below deck, having been chained up, to them was like a free ride to freedom.
Sure.
But, none of them were aware secretly Tuck had purchased Tarhun with the intentions of freeing him.
Oh, could you imagine if Tarhun wasn't with us on the island, but we met him in Southmoor, chilling with Tuck?
Yep.
He would have been like the barkeep.
Yep. Oh, he would have run the gutter.
Oh my God.
No.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, that means I would have had beef with him. We would have had an issue then.
Well, I mean, he still would not have been the person to kill your parents because he would not have been owned by the Wyatts.
But still.
Correct. But yeah, I mean, had anybody made an effort to, do something in the gutter, it would have been against Tarhun, the champion of the gutter.
Oh, no.
Do you guys have other questions?
I'm sure there's a lot. It's hard to, pinpoint.
So, going back, right? I want to think through this for a couple minutes. How do we save the island? Knowing everything, because we're back at level 1. I'm assuming, right? So we're not strong enough to just be like, kill everything. But I'm assuming that the other deities know. Not just Fal and Viv.
Know what is to come.
What's happened.
Really?
So guys, it would be us and Fal and Viv.
Correct. That was why Viv was the one singing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone dies and Viv knows why.
Oh fuck. Oh, that makes that so much harder.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
That's tough.
That's what I mean.
But we could save the island though.
Realistically, yes.
No.
There were ways for you to save the island.
We first would deal with... I would assume that we would just deal with the Silver Apes immediately. Just wipe them out.
Yeah.
Save Wooey.
Yep. Save his sons.
Save his sons.
Yep.
Tell the pirates, like, this is what's... I mean, I would have just left her on the boat and taken the gems, because, like, instead of letting her out, I steal the gems.
Sink the ship.
Go back into hiding.
Yep.
Yeah, but, like... I mean, we could save the island, realistically.
Yeah.
So we know that the jungle puzzle's fucked. Don't throw bananas.
Don't throw bananas at the flower.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Don't get confused by the orange plant.
Yep. See the lizards. Report back.
Correct. Save
Deal-
Wooey's people from the Silver Apes.
Yeah, meet Wooey's people, save them, then deal with the lizards.
Convince Tarhan and Suta. Viv would have gone with you into the jungle anyway.
Yeah,
so
I
it would have
mean-
been you, Viv. Well, the two of you, Viv, Suta, Tarhan. Caleb and Oral also were competent characters.
Yeah,
Like they were level 5s.
Whoever, I can't remember which one of them was with Declan. Why was he with Declan?
Oral?
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
oh yeah, what the
That's
fuck?
a good question. Also, we kill Gavin 100% just because he sucks.
No, we don't
He
kill
sucks.
Gavin.
He
No, he was
sucks.
confused. We
Kill
don't
him.
want. No, we don't kill him.
All right, so here is one of the coolest big fuckeries in the whole campaign. So one of the things that Olive was onto in Renya was Sheil talking about her long-lost mother, Marianne, who had gone into the Bloodwood supposedly. So Sheil was actually Oral's sister. So Finn, the old man who was on the island who died because the potions were stolen, was Oral and Sheil's father. They were looking for their long-lost mother. So Finn was with Declan because the Wyatt family bought him and
Oral?
convinced... Sorry, yeah, Oral.
Okay.
Bought him and convinced him that I know where your mother really is.
Okay.
That was why he
Interesting.
was willing to work with the Wyatt family, because he believed.
Huh.
So Oral and Finn were the traitors on the island.
Interesting.
Yep, because they were looking for Marianne.
So, I did the right thing.
That was
guy-
the one I
good guy,
drowned,
Brent.
right?
Huh?
That was the one I drowned, right?
You drowned
On the boat?
Oral, right?
Yeah, and Caleb, you broke his neck when you tried to rescue him.
And I killed Finn by stealing all the potions for
Yeah.
the party.
I'll walk his body across the ship this time instead of throwing
Oh, we
him.
immediately killed him. 100%.
That's
We
true.
just like kind of like look at Viv and we're just like,
Yeah, wink, wink, stab, stab.
because we know that at least Oral was with Declan.
Yep. And
Bad.
we don't change crews. We take Lysandra's crew. We don't take Tarhan's cook crew. So that was
Throw
huge.
the box of
I don't do that again. Not doing that and having them all drown themselves.
Oh my goodness! Oh, we could actually have had a pirate fleet this time.
Yeah, we legit.
And
could
we
have an
don't let
actual
the
fleet.
Leviathan out immediately, so it's fine to travel.
You don't put
Correct.
your hand in the statue and become Scale Man.
Yeah, we don't. No, we don't. We stab the shit out of
We don't even
Just-
go. Fuck the temple. We don't even go in
we
there.
have to go in there.
Yeah.
After we clear out the silverback apes, we get the
Correct.
entire island to raid the cigarette. The whole pots and pans,
Yep.
everybody. Because there weren't that many lizards.
Yeah,
Like, we
that's
wipe
true.
it out
Correct.
and drown the pool of blood, just like get rid of that shit.
Yep.
We're good.
Soak it up with a sponge.
Soak it up, rinse it out, see you later.
Make ShamWows.
Yeah.
Good night,
Good night,
little
Little
Un.
Un.
Feel
Good
better.
night. All right, then we're off the island. We still go to Southmore because we gotta collect everybody. Save Thalahill, save the dwarves, get the Devourer, get my
Yep.
powers. Then we go to Northmore.
Quick recap. We just did the epilogue for the Island of Fal. Now we're just talking about secrets and things that we would do differently. Essentially, in the Astral Plane, we rebuilt. Grimdar rebuilt the plane below, and everyone that was there contributed essentially their memories and their knowledge of the world as it was previously. And we went back into the world to the very beginning of the campaign where Bran and I have our knowledge, and so do Viv and Fall, but nobody else does, and essentially we have to, like, we're saving the world by starting over. Essentially is how it ended. We ended the campaign in the exact same way that it started. And now we're just chatting about things that we would do differently, and John revealed some secrets about the campaign.
Also, we just know where the well is, so we could just deep
Yeah.
dive into that real quick.
It's right here already.
The butler Bartholomew for Declan was the one who brought him back.
Okay.
So Nina did cut Declan's throat. He did die, but certain resurrection spells, like I said, cannot actually repair
Right.
the damage that was done.
Yeah, I mean, he's the spirit of madness. He's literally in everybody. He's
Radgar?
yeah,
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he would 100% be back in his
he
normal
exists
form,
again.
right?
Yep. Yeah, everything. It's literally like you could literally play this campaign in a loop, and it would still make sense.
Well, I mean, we'd break the loop.
We would just be
Correct.
bad though.
No, we'd break the loop this time. This was
Yeah, I
going to
know.
be.
But yeah. Should we board unknown pirate number 1 AK full? Yep. Yep.
It's the Island of Fal. It's his island. It's right there.
See what he does, chat? To us? See what he does to our brains every week?
I hate. By the way, I hate you
I
because
know.
I don't know who he looks like. You were like, nah, you don't see the figure.
You do not.
Fuck you.
You do not. Because you didn't see him in the first set.
No, I didn't.
That's why you don't see him. That's why he sees him. Yeah, it's bamboozled.
What about Dane? What about him?
I mean, we would just be able to tell Dane like,
Yeah.
we know what's
We know.
going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Yeah,
help
no.
him.
We're here to help.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have successfully allied with Dane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we would have had to help him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Save Iffy.
Oh, that would
By killing
easily.
the lizards. We're
Easily,
good.
yeah.
That whole thing.
Uh-huh.
And then we just randomly rip down posters, and once we see the
Yep,
poster
rip them all down.
once we see the poster start to go up, we go arrest him.
Kill him.
Get Tim! His name is T. Imposter, guys!
We're not going on a date this
You're
time.
not
Fuck
dating
you.
Tim.
Fuck him. Not dancing on the table for
Yep.
him.
Yep.
That's one where we have to be like, Viv, please take care of this, because he was a high level
him,
even
just
early on.
Ander,
Poison
yeah.
him. Oh,
Yeah.
so we do take him on the date, and then we
Yeah,
poison
and then
him,
it's
he
just-
dies. We just kill him.
Poison him, and then if that doesn't work, Viv just.
Oh, secrets about Dane and the Grey Dwarves. So, I mean, in terms of secrets, I was pretty blunt and
Yeah, we talked about
straightforward.
a lot of it.
Yeah, I was very blunt and straightforward with what Elric and Dane did indeed know. So, I mean, there was the ancestral things with the prior rulers, the Drake Tongues, the Iron Beards before them, the Fire Hands. Yeah, Dane was essentially just, to put him very bluntly, he was a young badass kid who was the previous Drake Tongue ruler felt threatened by, because Dane as a young man was so physically gifted
Yeah.
that the previous Drake Tongue man felt like he was essentially going to become.
Thank you, Paul.
Did you just die?
You just looked at me and said "big dick."
I didn't say anything.
You whispered "big dick."
Didn't whisper anything.
Yeah, no. So Dane the Big Dick had
Yes.
to be arrested.
Beanie Jam, we do. I'm gonna link it. Right
yeah,
here.
Big Dane Dick. Big Dane Dick.
Dane's big dick.
No, he actually had a ridiculously sad childhood in which he was effectively imprisoned because of his military success and prowess.
No, the first link's wrong. I still didn't change it. It's streamlabs.com/notgreatrpg/merch, I think.
But yeah, Dane
Yes.
was
That's it. There you go.
capable of, while he was a young dwarven man, he quickly rose through the military ranks, immediately began to gain recognition, and the prior Drake Tongue ruler, I forget what
Drake Tuck.
Drake Tuck.
Well, technically.
Yeah,
Technically, that's
he
right.
He is a dragon.
Wait, he is a dragon or he isn't a dragon?
Who, Tuck?
Yeah, we have.
No, he's not. He just true polymorphs.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what I thought.
okay.
he can cast that spell.
Okay.
He was a high-level bard.
Fucking
Just
hero.
to fuck bad dragons.
He really was. He essentially just casted polymorph to be able to run around and fuck dragons. Dude, he had dreams, all right? But yeah, no, Dane was able to successfully defend the fortress against any drow incursions. He was one of the only ones who was able to successfully lead raids on that. There were goblin encampments and shit and all kinds of other fun stuff in the Underdark that we didn't get to do. But yeah, no, Dane was capable of conquering a large area around the fortress in his first 70 years of life as a young, powerful dwarven man. So by because you were what, 126, you said?
Yeah.
So yeah, for Dane's history,
Added
by the
100 to
time
my age.
Dane was 100 years old, so by the time effectively he was 10,
Yeah.
Dane had already led successful raids and military campaigns against like the spiders and the other monsters of the Underdark, and people began to speak out for Dane as a potential candidate for rulership, because the way the Grey Dwarves worked was it was not just a hereditary lineage passage through like the elves were. The dwarves were capable of attempting to make claims similar to what they do in like Black Panther, where families are capable of making claims for rulership and you have a battle. That was why the guy imprisoned Dane and made it where he falsely tried him for treason. Dane had an incredibly tragic backstory. So he, after I think it was like 30 or 40 years of imprisonment in a tower where he was essentially just trapped in a dungeon, Elric was able to find him and sneak him out. Because Elric and Dane were best friends from childhood. They were like the same age.
Thank you, Beanie Jam. I hope you like it. They're really nice shirts.
But yeah, Elric and Dane worked together to get Dane out, and then Dane made his claim for the throne when he was like 145 years old. So essentially, you know, like a 40-ish year old person.
Sure.
It's a young president.
Yeah, a young dwarven president. Was able to make his claim for the throne, killed the Drake Tongue guy, and became the leader of the Grey Dwarves. His daughter and son, so it was Grendel and Snazabella, the wonderful
I still can't believe that's the real
wonderful
name.
mother of Grimdar. Dane, during his reign, was capable of actually expanding the territory of the Grey Dwarves within the Underdark and actually establishing other encampments and fortresses around the perimeter of their expansive territory, because before they only had the Black Keep. So he had his family live at one of the exterior fortresses, not one of the most exterior fortresses, one of the locations that he knew was safe. Because it was not surrounded by anything. It was essentially broached up against a wall. So there was only a singular path that led to it, and that was within Grey Dwarf territory, so he felt safe with having it like any king does, their family home, because he does not want to live with his family forever at the Black Keep. But then the shit with the Leviathan happened, and the battle with Olaseus, so the split, the Continental Divide, breached into the Underdark and separated him from his daughter, from his ancestral home. It destroyed that fortress, and she, amidst the rubble, escaped. Many of the other citizens and people inside died during the devastation, and Snazabella was rescued by Fargrim Ironbeard, Grimdar's father. That would have been one of the plot lines we could have found out about. We would have been able to go actually explore the ruins of that keep.
Is that where the... So this actually never came up. I brought it up literally once when we met Suda for the first time. In my backstory, I had this just randomly. My backstory was very unclear because it was the first one that I wrote, so it didn't make a whole lot of sense. There was a half-orc with 2 different colored eyes. Was that wherever we would have gone into that area?
Yes.
Okay. What was that? Like, what would it have been? Who was that person?
That half-orc?
Yeah.
That half-orc was somebody who was associated more with the Bloodwood as well. That person would have actually served as the person to ferry you into the Bloodwood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a person you hated would have been able to help you get back at the trolls in the Bloodwood.
Interesting. Very cool.
I forget what I named him. I don't remember, because, I mean,
That's
I
fine.
prepped that literally 11 months ago.
Yeah.
It was like Norsh or some nonsense.
Yeah.
Because I wanted him to take you north.
Interesting. Yeah, I was curious about that since we just didn't get to it.
Yep.
How much prep have you done that didn't get used?
Probably like 40% of the campaign. Genuinely.
Yeah.
I had stuff planned for the Shadowfell that got dramatically unincluded. There was the outpost of the Madmen in the Shadowfell that I was really excited to be able to do.
Fucking badass. That's
Really
so
Was
awesome.
that the house that was there or something that what's his name explored? It was like the like I don't want to call it a keep, but you said it was like a structure of some sort.
Oh,
all
no.
the
So in the
humans?
Shadowfell, where Thelahill was, and this was why Ander was a lich, in Thelahill, that castle was only one ruined tower. Ander lived at the top of that tower as a lich.
Oh.
My God.
Yeah, dude, there was a lot of fucking shit. Grey Breach was the contained area where, like I had said before, the dwarves and the elves were trapped inside because of the magic.
Spared the man.
And to the west, in the area where Hoth was, there was an encampment
Yeah.
of madmen. Those were warlocks who were all attempting to become liches because they worshipped Ander. Yeah. Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep.
Evan, probably concepts, not everything, obviously, since it's written for this campaign. I'm sure some of the concepts can be used that we don't know about, but
Yeah,
it doesn't really...
I mean, the idea of, I don't know, like, conceptually altering certain things makes it where, like, yeah, I can fit thematic ideas in a future context, but not remotely like what it is here. Because that being an enormous reveal of, holy fuck, Anders this lich at the top of this tower where Thelahill stands
That's
in the
fucking
material
Was it gonna
plane.
like
insane.
be his figure? Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
That's wild.
Yep, I
That's
would have loved
actually
for that
fucking
battle.
wild.
You would have also found in there the
Don't.
other Rorona sword.
motherfucker.
Yep. You would have loved that one.
No, don't even tell me.
So instead of temporary hit points gained from war and song, you would have leeched life.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Yep. You would have dealt necrotic damage and leeched that
What
much
kind
life.
of sword was it? Was it like this? Was it like shadow damage and leech?
No, it was only one sword. So it was not Shadow Flame, it was like a bone sword where he made it from his own body. So like he manifested it from his own bones.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he was a one-armed skeleton. So he turned his one arm into a fucking sword.
Wow.
Yeah, because he felt everything else around him was inferior and he would only wield himself.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Wielding yourself.
Did you have stuff for Grimdar?
For more background shit?
Like loot stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about the juicy loot.
I just want to know the loot now. But yeah,
I'm curious.
It would have on critical hits, it would have grappled.
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
Yes. Because you would have swung and the sword, because it's his hand, would have just gripped their neck.
It's the bone hand from Breath of the Wild.
But it's like that's like one of the first things you get. It's horrible.
It's a
big juiced
ones.
up bone hand.
Yep.
Fuck, that's so cool.
Yeah. The encampment, the city of madmen would have been fun. Like I said, that was a bunch of warlocks who devoted themselves to Ander. Ander was the Great Old One patron.
Okay, interesting.
The what?
The Great Old One.
There's different
Patrons for warlocks.
Oh.
and that's
Yep.
one of them.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. He was yeah, he was a cool dude. So that was what all those warlocks were. That was why I was really worried, because that was what Olive was originally.
Oh
The
my
Great Old
God.
One. How pissed of a connection would you have been in the future if it was still that?
Yeah, warlock patrons. So the warlocks get their
Patreons.
Patreons. Yes, that's right. Can you tell us more about Jonathan Swift? We're not going to go into everything because we are going to have a separate fireside chat for all of this stuff, and I don't want to stretch this too long because we want to go get food and stuff for really like probably one of the last times that we get to do it after like a full campaign thing. We can do it on like some Friday nights and stuff, but this is one of the last ones with everybody's schedules being kind of flipped around.
Yeah, with me working overnight, I have to.
Yeah. So
Yeah, thanks, John.
Yeah, it blows.
Scummed again.
I know, dude. It blows.
I'm sorry. I need to. That looks used. I'm
It
gonna,
is. It's 100% used.
You gotta give him more so you can.
Fuck
use
you.
Thank you.
I didn't crit. What happened to the other one that I threw at you? Are you using them?
Yeah, dude, totally. You're actually just helping me.
At least Don didn't leave. That would be bad. I don't know what we would do.
Well, we would have egged his house.
I don't know which one is his house. That's the problem.
Just this car. You know his car. Egg his car. It's red.
it's secret. It's hidden.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know, but it would have if any of us that are gonna be that play and everything left, it would be bad. Because I've said this before. I don't want to get like random people. I don't want to.
You would cry in the tavern and wondered why you did.
No, I mean, I would be very sad because I wouldn't be able to play, you know, with my friends. We're very fortunate to be able to do this. That, you know, we're blessed that we have the time and, you know, stuff to be able to do it. It's been a wild year.
Yeah. Also, I mean, Jonathan Swift's story, I feel like, was one of the more explained in the world. You know.
Yep.
Bitten to save himself as a child from the scourge of the king, or no, sorry, parents were bitten to save themselves from the scourge of the king.
By Marek.
Yeah,
right?
by Marek.
Yep.
To be able to, you know, keep him alive. CMS got you so good. Yeah, so then, you know, lived in the Great Wood, eventually was tricked and betrayed by Lillian, ferried through the Underdark towards Southmore, used as a slave in Southmore.
Oh, man.
Good night, Astrid.
Good night, Astrid.
Night,
Thank you
Astrid.
for watching. Thank you for your support over the last year. I'm glad that you enjoyed the story. Real quick, before you leave, don't leave yet. Confirm in the chat that you're here, because we have one thing that you need to see before you leave.
A large announcement, Ashley.
A very large announcement. Don't leave yet. I'm gonna
No,
miss it.
it's-
No, don't.
It's
seriously,
happening literally right now.
It's literally right now. It's 1 second. Literally, don't leave.
Because this is how we'll just conclude this
Yeah.
then. Thank you sincerely for watching this. It's been a fucking blast this last year. I am happy to say that I will DM again. And I have begun the initial phases of creating a new world for us to explore. People have begun to create their new characters with their backstories. Welcome in the future to a darker, much colder world in the city of Oshwamp.
Stay tuned for information about that. That's going to be starting early November. We're shooting for November 5th, which is a ways away. That's the goal for right now. We will be releasing up to that point. So like 4 weeks before that, we'll start with one character release a week. You'll get their artwork, you'll get their name, and you'll get a small little bit of information about them, including like class and that kind of stuff, to really hype it up like right before the story begins. But that's yeah, that's so it's not Rice W anymore. It's not something one. I changed my extension because they let you do that now. I don't remember what it is. Oh, well, my phone thing's bugged. It's like, yeah, it's not GRE1 hype would be what it is. That's it, yeah. Because it matches our account now. But yeah, that'll be starting in the beginning of November. So we'll be doing fireside chats. Yeah, so Tuesday is Set and Door. Friday is Not Great After Dark, and then we won't be back with Set and Door until not that Sunday, but the following Sunday. So Set and Door is going to have like a week, almost 2 weeks of a break, because John and Kelsey have stuff to do on the normal Sunday time where Set and Door will now live. Set and Door will be Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then we'll be doing fireside chats
Tuesdays.
on Tuesday evenings at 6 o'clock up until probably not the entire time between that and the campaign. We'll probably stream some games and things and other stuff because we can't do fireside chats like 8 of them. We'll run out of things to talk about. But at least one will be fall based, and we'll answer some other questions and do some other things. But that's us. That's the Island of Fall. Any final words, Paul?
Sad.
So am I.
It was
Sad boy.
It was a wonderful story.
Thank
It
you.
really was.
Make me want to play it again, you bitch.
I know.
I know.
right?
Now that we've gone back to
It's
the
like
beginning.
because I'm just thinking about everything we could do
I
right.
know.
Mhm.
But that's why I started listening to
we
the
got
campaign
we just
again.
up, down, left, right, circle. Let us in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I started listening to the podcast in the beginning. Just to experience it again from the beginning and remember all the stuff.
Oh my god.
Sad to see the end of a great story. It's not. He's not sad this because the campaign's over. He's sad because he's missed the gold loot sword.
No, that's not.
Level 3. I have to kill a lich. He's got a good sword.
100% Tom. We speed run to the devourer,
Yeah.
so I could be a mystic.
Thank you, Playful Zombie. Thank you. But yeah, if you're new here, make sure you follow so that way you can find us again. Go to our website, NotGreatRPG.com. It's got links to everything. We also have a new sponsor that we're gonna. When are we making this video? Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday?
Monday,
Tomorrow?
I guess.
Okay.
Maybe.
I,
Sure.
okay. All right. Well. All right.
Sure.
We got to figure that out and film it, but that'll be probably next week. Probably next weekend. We're also going to be doing a giveaway starting Tuesday. That is going to be for a 1-year subscription to Incarnate.
Shit,
A
that's
1-year
awesome.
pro subscription to Incarnate. So I'll have details on that. Incarnate is the map making software that we use to do maps, and they're awesome. So you'll be able to enter that, and we'll be giving a year subscription away for free for that because they're one of our awesome sponsors. They're badass. We love them. But yeah, we have a new sponsor coming soon. We'll have more information on stuff.
Looks good on you.
Looks good, Paul.
I'd steal your hat.
That's fine. That's it for me. Anything from you?
Thank you for watching. I really, for the first story I have crafted in a very long time, I'm just happy that you guys had a good time playing.
I
that
loved
you
it.
That was great.
appreciated the story, and that people actually felt shit.
Yeah.
Few
Actual
things are
tears.
more enjoyable than knowing that can be a thing.
Mm-hmm. And it's great because we're very lucky that we have all of this in an audio and video format,
Mhm.
literally forever,
Yep.
which is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Everyone dies, and Viv knows why.
Oh my god, you just. I'm throwing the hat at you.
It's crazy. I love you guys. We'll be back on Tuesday for Setendor to watch Ugubo destroy a town.
Mm-hmm. It's a good time.
It's a great
I mean,
time.
I've been roped in at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a fucking blast.
Yeah. Talk about, fall and your favorite moments in the Discord spoilers chat. Feel free to ask questions and stuff. We won't probably answer too much in the Discord because we want to save it for the fireside chats, just as an FYI. But you can put questions in there because we will... Actually, I'll make a questions chat. I'll make a separate one for D&D questions so that way we can answer them and you don't have to remember them
That works.
for the time. So
Yeah,
I'll
we
make
can just
one.
pull that up on the.
Yeah, we can just pull it up.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah. I love you guys. I will see you on Tuesday. We'll see you on Tuesday. Everybody will be here again. So thank you so much for watching this wonderful campaign. Thank you to John for writing it. Thank you, Paul, for playing.
Thanks, guys.
I love you guys. Goodbye, friends. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.